Nice. Before my shade. Just a bit. Morning. I'm straining my soul. It's so hard to let go. Will never ever let me go. It's pain in my soul. It's so hard to let go. But the God that I know will never ever let me go. And my mama died. And then my daddy died. Seen this scene in my grandma eyes. Son, I'm tired. Said I'm tired too. My daddy sing you. So what I'm supposed to do? Hard for me. It's gonna be hard for you. Good morning. Good morning. I appreciate y'all coming out. Watching me this morning. Juicing with Jay. Lachey. Appreciate y'all. Background. Yeah, that's my little greenhouse. It's coming along. How y'all doing this morning? Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. some apple cutting off that Gala apple. Got some little nodules on it. Look like it might root. My little 2-year-old Myra, well, 3 years old. They got hit by Ross last year and knocked down. But she's coming. She's putting on fruit now. I think I can get that on this laptop. Like she's coming. She's coming along. Looking pretty decent. Only about 4 more minutes before I get started. Just want to talk about something that's been on my mind for quite a while. Yeah, I am a gardener. I love growing. I'm also a father, husband, grandfather, brother, son, uncle, and also a human being. Most important, we all have our problems. We all have our struggles. And I just want to speak about something that I really think was blocking my blessings for a long time, and that is me getting in the way of blocking my blessings from my past or what I went through growing up. I think a lot of that had some effect on it. Well, a lot of effect on it, most likely. Let me tell you a little bit about my story. I grew up with my two sisters. I had an older sister and a smaller sister, and it was just my mom. And she worked all the time. She worked 2 jobs most of the time. My two sisters, my baby sister, smart as a jack. I'm telling you, straight A's about all the way through school. I think she graduated top of her class when she graduated high school. But straight A's. I think she might have made one B her whole life. My older sister, straight A's and B's. Every once in a while, she'll get a C. For me, A's, B's, C's. I made one D, one D. Ooh, I never made that mistake again. My mama didn't play that. She did not play that. She was one of them. She was 5'3". She raised all three of us. She did the best she could. But it made me feel like I wasn't as smart as the other two. So that kind of gave me a little complex. And that affected me later on in life. That right there. And my mom used to always, when we was in trouble or something, she'll tell us, boy, if you don't get your little ugly butt over here, I'm gonna whoop your, you know what I'm saying. So all my life, I feel like I was ugly. You know, from some girls cheat on you or they leave you for somebody else, and then you hear your mama tell you most of your life ugly, calling you ugly. I think the first time I put a picture on Facebook, my mom said, "Look at my handsome son." That right there blew me away. It made me think all my life you don't call me ugly. Damn near gave me a complex. And now you call me handsome. That made me reevaluate a lot. And that made me think, you know, I kept people in my life that hurted me because I felt like I couldn't do better because of the way I've been talked to my whole life. Called ugly, been left, been cheated on you. That does something to your self worth. And it really destroyed mine. And when I realized that, doors open for me, man. I'm telling you, doors open for me. At work, I worked on a machine for years. But this one place I worked on a machine for 8.5 years, and I would never try to take that other step because I always felt like I wasn't good enough. I wasn't smart enough. My two sisters, almost geniuses. Me, nah. Felt like I wasn't smart enough. So I never took that step. But when I realized this like 4 years ago, I took that next step and I started applying for jobs. I got a line lead job. And if you know me, you know, whatever I do, I try to do the best, be the best at it as I can. And so I took that step and I got that job. I got that job. And not only did I got that job, I owned that job. I made that job mine. Mine. They love me. 2.5 years I was a line lead. And they love me. My race was good. My productivity was good. There wasn't nothing bad they could say about it. All they could do was congratulate me. And that made me so proud. But and I took that other next step and I applied for another job. Same company. And now I'm a quality technician, making almost twice as much money I was making. That's second shift now. I've been on first forever. This was the second shift position. I've been on for almost a year now. But I'm making about twice as much money as I was making. And all because I realized all my life, the way people was talking to me and treating me, it had nothing to do with me. And that right there was blocking my blessings. Once I realized, and then I let go of some of the stuff that I couldn't change from my past, when I did that, doors opened for me, man. I'm telling you, it really opened for me. It changed me like no other. As far as financially, mentally, and I know my self worth. Because before I didn't. You know, I would hold on to try to hold on to people that was hurting me, dragging me down. And they were not meant for me. They was blocking my blessings too. By me holding on to them, not forgiving myself for some of the stuff I did in my past was blocking my blessings. And once I realized that and I took that next step, the doors have opened for me. Open for me. Yeah, we still all go through bad days. You know, stuff happens that we can't change and we get down on ourselves. It's like making these YouTube videos. I ain't got much viewers. You know, I got like 140 something subscribers. But you know what? I was just wanting to get at least 100 by fall. And I got 140, 45. I mean, ain't God good? And that's all because I stay positive. Well, I try to. My wife helps me a lot because I do get down watching, especially my first live. I hated that live. I messed it up. Try to do it on the laptop. And when that didn't go right, it kind of stressed me out. So I couldn't show stuff like I wanted to. That kind of stressed me out. So that made me feel kind of bad. And I was telling my wife about that. And she was like, I'm so sick because I'm my own worstest critic. I think we all are our own worstest critic. We get down on ourselves. And that makes most people stop. But my mom didn't raise me on Twitter. So I ain't quitting another day in my life. I got to keep grinding. I got to keep going. But I know that right there stops a lot of us from creating content. What's up, J3? How you doing? Thank you for coming out. Yeah, like I was saying, I think that right there stops a lot of us from making the videos that we want and the contents and being ourselves because we always feel like we're not good enough. My wife told me, I wish you would stop beating yourself up like that. She's like, you having fun making these videos, you showing people what you're doing. She said the viewers will come. She said, stop beating yourself up. And I love her for that. She keeps me grounded. She keeps me grounded. She keeps me centered, especially when I get down on myself. She keeps me centered. And that right there is just something I want to speak about because it's been on my mind for a long time. I ain't really talked to nobody about it, so I figured out share it with my YouTube family. But yeah, we got to stop getting down on ourselves. Something happens, something happens. Let it go. That's the past. Just move on. That's what I'm trying to do. Moving on. I'm not gonna let that negativity get to me no more. I'm not gonna let that stuff hold me down and stop, block my blessings that I got coming forward. Hello, Miss Diaz. Good morning. I appreciate you coming out. Yeah, but us. Us as content creators, yeah, it's a beautiful morning. Beautiful morning out here. It's peaceful. Had to let them wild dogs in the house. They out here running crazy, running through everything. My dogs, they're brothers and sisters. We had a dog for 16 years. Her name was Honey. She passed away. We had to put her down 3 years ago. 3 years ago because her kidney shut down on her. So we went 3 years without a dog. And my second oldest granddaughter, Zara, she comes down every weekend. She's here every weekend. And her mama got her dog. That was her dad's dog. Hey, La, thank you for coming out. What I was talking about, since ones y'all just come in and y'all ain't probably here, but I was talking about how we block our blessings. Well, how I was blocking my blessings. How I was blocking my blessings. From some of the stuff that happened to me in my past, like I was telling how my mama used to always, when we got in trouble, something, she would say, boy, get your ugly butt over here. Get your ugly butt over here. And my two sisters, I had one older sister and I had one middle sister. I mean, younger sister on my mama's side. And my youngest sister, she was brilliant, brilliant. I'm talking about straight A's all through school. Top, graduated top of her class. I think she made one B her whole years in school, and she went to college. And my older sister, she made straight A's and B's. Sometimes she made a C. And my mom was the kind of mom that didn't play. It was A's, B's, and C's. Anything else, that was yo, you know. And I made one D, and I was mostly B's and C's. I made a few A's, B's and C's, and I made a D one time, and I didn't make that mistake again. My mom was 5'3", I'm 5'5", and she still scares me to this day. Whew, and whoopings, no sir, I don't want no more. But that right there made me feel inferior. So like I wasn't as smart. So that held me back in life. And my mama calling me ugly made me feel ugly. And some of the girls that left me for other dudes or cheated on me, whatever, that made me feel another way too. And that knocked down my self worth. I didn't know what my self worth was until one day I put a picture on Facebook and my mama said, look at my handsome son. And that right there blew my mind. I was like, my whole life you have called me ugly. And now I'm handsome. How did that change? So it started making me reevaluate my life. And I started thinking, I was like, the ones that was leaving me for other dudes, the ones I was trying to hold on to, was blocking my blessings from the one that was meant to be with me. That was blocking my blessings. And me feeling inferior to my sisters was holding me back from bidding on jobs at work that could put me up there. So once I realized that, I started bidding on jobs. I bid on a line lead job. I got that line lead job. I owned that line lead job. 2.5 years. They tell you it's not. It wasn't a better line lead down there than I was. And that right there showed me. Hey, Bammit, how's it going? Appreciate you coming out. But that right there showed me that I can do anything I set my mind to. We all can. We can do anything we set our minds to. We just gotta have that right mind frame, and we gotta know our own self worth. People that leaves you for other people, they weren't supposed to be in your life anyway. They blocking you from receiving your blessings. It's like they was doing to me. Once I owned that line lead job for 2.5 years, I bid it on another job, a quality tech. Now I'm making about twice as much money I was making 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I'm on a different shift, but man, I'm telling you, once you realize your self worth, don't let nobody. Oh, growing with the hustle. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you. Well, don't let nobody tell you what your self worth is. Don't get down on yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Cause I beat myself up over these videos, and my wife had to keep me grounded. When she tells me, I was like, man, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I know better from doing that. I'm stupid. She like, I want to hear you say that again. She said, you ain't stupid. She's like, you need to quit. Yeah. She's like, you need to quit beating yourself up about this. That's her right there. She said you need to quit beating yourself up about that. You just need to keep having fun, making your videos. You enjoy it. Keep doing it. So that's what I've been doing. Try to let stuff from get to me so much. Yeah, that's what I wanted to tell y'all this morning. Don't let stuff discourage you and get you down. Because even my grandmama told me a long time ago, bless her heart. I lost her when I was going into the fifth grade. But she taught me a lot the little time I was with her. She taught me a lot. She taught me a lot. And she used to tell me all the time, yes, it does. Words does have power. I'm telling you, they do. Words hurt and words have power. You know what? Nobody ever told me life was gonna be easy, and I knew from a very young age life wasn't gonna be easy. I'm gonna tell you about that story too while I'm sitting here. I ain't told many people, but I was going into getting ready to go into the fifth grade. Like I said, it was just my mom and my two sisters. So she told us, "Come on, y'all, I'm gonna go get y'all some school clothes. I'm gonna get y'all some school shoes." Okay. So we went to school shoes shopping. My two sisters found some LA Gears just alike. And my mom pulled me to the side. She told me, she's like, "Son, if I get them shoes, I ain't gonna have no money to get you none." Like, oh, that's all right. That's all right, mama. Grandma got me them pro wings, some buddies we could play in for summer. I was like, I'll just wear them. So that's what I did for 2 weeks. And the first day I wore them, I got picked at, talked about, made fun of. That taught me two things. It taught me you gotta work hard for what you want and how to be a better fighter. But anyway, after that first day, I went down to the store, the little store that was down from the projects where we stayed there, because I grew up in the projects. And I asked them, I was like, I need to make some money. What can I do to make money? It's like, well, you can come in the mornings and sweep the parking lot, take the trash off, and sweep inside the store. So every morning, I was in fifth grade now. Every morning before I went to school, I got up 5:30 in the morning, walked to the store, swept the store, swept the parking lot, took out the trash, went back home, got ready, and I went to school. And in the afternoons, I hauled hay and stripped tobacco. Then 2 weeks, I had me two pairs of Nikes. And ever since then, I worked my butt off every day since the fifth grade up to this day. I worked my butt off. A lot of times, I worked two jobs, but determination. And when people tell you can't do something, don't believe it. You got some cucumber melons. Hope gonna be happy about them cucumber melons. Yeah, don't let people tell you what you can't do. Don't let people discourage you. Just keep pushing forward. You gotta forgive yourself for some of the stuff that happened in your past. Because I can tell you, my dad wasn't around really much, and that's another story for a different time. But and therefore, I didn't really know what being a father was. My son was born when I was almost. I was finna be. I think I was finna be 19 or 20, and I did. I made a lot of mistakes. But the first time he seen me go to jail, uh, that stopped everything for me. I changed everything. I mean, I was running the streets. I worked every day, yeah, but I was still out there trying to sell drugs, do a bunch of dumb stuff I knew I shouldn't have been doing. The first time he seen me go to jail and I seen the pain in my son's eyes, never again, never again. And I had to forgive myself for stuff like that. And I held that in my heart, and that blocked me too. And when you don't forgive yourself, it blocks your blessings. Once you forgive yourself and move on and know your worth, man, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. So I appreciate y'all coming out. I just wanted to let you all know that everybody is human. Everybody got problems. Not only do I garden, but I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a grandfather, a dad. I already said that. An uncle, a brother, I'm a human being most of all, just like all of us. We all have problems. We all got stuff we're dealing with. We can't keep beating ourselves up about videos, about views, about messed up lives. Just gotta stop beating ourselves up about it. There's just one thing I wanted to come tell y'all this morning, my Sunday morning chat. Thank y'all for tuning in. Odoms, love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all too. Y'all have a blessed Sunday. Uh, Before I let y'all go, let me show y'all some stuff because I am a gardener. So whenever I talk, I'm gonna be bringing up something about gardening because growing is my passion. I'm very passionate about it. I hope I can get this, what's the name, to flip around right so I can show y'all some stuff right quick before I let y'all go. Okay. Okay, I think I got it. This right here is at a 3-year-old Meyer Lemon that got killed by frost last year. Look at her. Isn't she lovely? She's really coming in. She's starting putting in some putting on some Myers lemons. These right here is some air layer that I took off my figs that I really need to get rid of. And that's that Nagami kumquat right there. She's lovely. I've been picking fruit off of her and she's still just, she keep flowering, she keep putting them out. That's my guava. Y'all, yeah, I appreciate you. That's that white guava. Got killed back by the frost last year. Cause I had another greenhouse. It's that right here where this section was. But we had real bad tornadoes or force winds come through here last year and it destroyed it. And so most of my plants took a lot of damage. That's my fall garden right there. You see them turnip greens? Oh, I gotta pick some of them today. Them turnip greens. You know, I got a few Georgia collards coming up, but around here in Tennessee, you know, we country. I am anyway. But we like them turnip greens better than we like them Georgia collards. Them Georgia collards kind of bitter. And if we do eat collards, we'll usually mix them with them turnip greens. Well, back over here in my little greenhouse there. That's that pink guava right there. It's looking beautiful. Little dwarf Cavendish banana I put in here. I'm gonna try to overwinter in here. These is some fig cuttings right here. There's one, two, three, four. I got four of them right here. I need four of them gone. If anybody really pays shipping, I'll send them to you. Free of charge, just pay the shipping. That's a seed grown me and my granddaughter Zara. Yes, I'm by Nashville. Oh, we can meet up. I can give you one of these fig cuttings. Hey, Sunday, I appreciate you coming in. With she leaves is all curled up. I don't know what's going on with them. Another little pineapple top. That right there is that kumquat that comes from Bull's Garden. And this is my blood orange that I got last year. I don't know if any of you see my beginning of spring video, how big this thing was. Was like here. It was like it's tall when I first got it, beginning of spring. Now that thing is 3.5 foot. Keeps blooming. I keep picking them off. So I want to get bigger. Yeah. And I'll step on around here. I'll step on around here. I'll show you this area right here. A little bit better view since I know how to operate this thing this time. And it's my wife Roses and my granddaughter's Cannas. My granddaughter Zara, she's pretty much the one that started my growing passion. I think she was like 3 years old. She used to stay with us a lot back then. That's a cherry tree. She used to stay with us a lot back then. And that baby loves her berries. So we always was always going to Walmart getting her berries. And they had a sale on some raspberries and blackberry plants. So I started growing them. And then that led to something else. Then I started watching lead, and so I started purchasing a lot more. Then I got infatuated with citrus, so I started buying more citrus. Then I started watching Rick Rowdy, and I got infatuated with figs. So now I'm in it. That right there is that Musu acuminatus. I got 5 types of bananas I'm growing around here. That first one right there is that Musu acuminatus. This one right here is that dwarf Cavendish. And these is that Carolina King. They like 8.5 foot. That pineapple guava and that dwarf Orinoco. But let me show y'all some figs. Right there. That's this Olympian. That's that Olympian. And she is loaded. I appreciate you, y'all. And that's at a Violet Day Bordeaux. Looking lovely. I'll show y'all my little apple orchard, then I'll let y'all go. Let y'all be on y'all way. Have a blessed Sunday. You in zone 4? Ooh, I don't know if it's any. I'm sure it's some figs that survive in zone 4. Or you can bring them in or put them in a garage or something. And this my apple orchard. I got everything over here now. My wife's herb kitchen over here too. Most of the herbs stay over here, so it's close to the kitchen. That's rosemary. That first one right there is that a honeycrisp. Never made it. I somehow paused frog. Oh, that's that honeycrisp apple. That next one's at a Granny Smith. And I got some chives down there, some oregano, some lemon thyme. That thyme right there with all the weeds in it. That's right there. That fourth year in the ground. That rose of Sharon right there come from Arbor Day. And look, it was just a little stick, and it's big. The lemon balm I just planted this year, and it is growing out the box. And some oregano right there. That's weeds taking over. That little dwarf pomegranate was a little stick, and it's coming out good. This big one right here is taking a lot of damage, and that's that Gala apple. I don't know what's wrong with her, but she is suffering. And then, not Gala, but Golden Delicious. That's a Gala right there. And you got your papaya, Musu Baju bananas, uh, seed grown. It's not a seed grown. That's a crab apple from Arbor Day. That's that Red Delicious. Another papaya. Another Musu Baju. Arkansas Black. Another disease resistant apple. Yeah, I wish I would have knew about this. Did more research before I started purchasing apples and peach trees. I got more disease resistant varieties. Which I done took out a lot of my two peach trees out and replaced them with disease resistant varieties like my Alberta and my Bella Georgia peach. That right there is a feed cutting. Some raspberries I stuck off in there. It's that trifoliage orange right here. Carolina King bananas. Little low quad. Angela's, I appreciate you. Appreciate you coming out. And that vining right there, that's another blackberry shortcake, blackberry plant. It's a mimosa tree from Lady Cheryl's garden. Yeah, it's a beautiful day out here today, y'all. I got to get out here and start mowing the yards, get some stuff done. My first only day off this week. At least I got a day off. You usually don't get a day off. The peppers are still coming in pretty good. Some strawberries. I mean, not strawberries, but tomatoes. They're struggling. This pumpkin right here, man, it just is not doing worth crap. I don't know if it's not getting pollinated or what. You see, they'll get that size right there, and then I don't know. There's little seed papayas that came up everywhere. One pretty massive one. And something else, I got a lot of papayas. I appreciate all of you coming out and listening to me and my story. I was telling how I was blocking my blessings. I appreciate y'all listening. Thank you. I hope y'all have a good Sunday.